cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
So I was browsing the internet a few days ago and I saw a post about LaMelo Ball and how LaMelo Ball has been absolutely tearing up the NBA recently, torching people. And I'm a LaMelo Ball fan. I love to see it. I said last season that I felt like LaMelo Ball was going to be one of the bright, shining future stars, being one of the faces of the NBA moving forward in the league. I think that highly of LaMelo Ball as a point guard. I think he's supremely talented, a lot of fun to watch, has a good understanding of the game, and still has a lot more to learn about the game of basketball. But I've seen his growth, I've seen his ability, and I think one day, once he really steps into that zone and steps into his own, he will be a top player in the league. And he's already starting to show that type of maturation and taking that next step forward and being that guy that the franchise needs him to be every single night. I love to see him putting up these numbers and showing immense leadership on a night in, night out basis. And the graphic, you see it on the screen. You see it on the screen. Last 7 games. Now this was like a week ago, so he's had a lot more great games since then. But 31.4 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 8 assists per game on 49, 45, 89 shooting. All right. However, during that span, the Charlotte Hornets lost 6 of their last 7 games. And then underneath it, this is where I got triggered. Get him out of Charlotte. Get him out of Charlotte. This is something that I have been seeing over the last few years with this current generation of NBA players and this current generation of fans. The expectations that they have for these players is absolutely bonkers. There should be no cry for get LaMelo Ball out of Charlotte. LaMelo Ball hasn't even played 5 years in the NBA. What has LaMelo Ball done for that franchise? For people to be outside of the arena or on the internet with pitchforks and torches saying, get him out of Charlotte. Charlotte doesn't deserve LaMelo Ball. LaMelo, what have you done? And this isn't me taking a dig at LaMelo. LaMelo's doing what he's supposed to do. But to these crazy fans out here, these people that think a guy that's been in the league under 5 years and has just started to show some extreme growth in his game now is too good enough for a franchise, and they're screaming, get him out of Charlotte. They need to do better by him. Are you nuts? This guy has done nothing to warrant such an outcry. You got to give me at least 10 years of stellar performance before I say, maybe there's enough evidence here. They just haven't put enough pieces around him or good enough pieces around him. And he has balled out for the last, 7 years of his 10-year career. And they're just not doing enough. I can go back and look at the sample sizes. He's balling in the playoffs, not a lot of flame outs. And he just doesn't have enough pieces. He doesn't have a wingman. He doesn't have a good supporting cast. I can't put it all on him. He did everything he could do and kept falling short. Maybe it's time to move on. Maybe it's time to get him out. This is not the case. And I see it so often over the last couple of years. Not just him, other players as well. Young boys, young players that haven't proved anything in their career. Haven't proved anything to their franchise. And they have a couple big scoring games or a 25-point per game season or a 50-point outburst. And then all of a sudden they're saying, get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of there. No, this is not how that works. They haven't done a damn thing. Show me what you can do for this franchise. We're paying you the big dollars. We drafted you for a reason. We're going to do our best to put people around you. but show us what you can do. Put us in a position where fans and people have a right to blame us that we're not doing right by you as a star player. But these guys aren't doing that. And just because they have a few outbursts and start coming into their own is no reason for people to be saying, get them out of here. They deserve better. Delusional. Absolutely delusional. They did the same thing for Devin Booker. It was Devin Booker's second or third season, something like that. Then all of a sudden, I had a family member hit me up like, man, Devin Booker got to get out of Phoenix, man. They don't know what they're doing with this franchise. This, that. And I'm like, what? Devin Booker hasn't even had 5 years in the league. What are you talking about? Tell Devin Booker to start playing defense. Tell Devin Booker to start learning how to be a playmaker and just not a scorer. Tell Devin Booker to learn how to impact the game when his jump shot isn't going. Tell Devin Booker to work on his leadership credentials. How about that? Devin Booker has a long way to go as a player. In terms of NBA player and growth, this is a baby. Phoenix Suns don't owe him anything right now. But to continue to try to build the franchise around him, which they're doing, and which they have shown to do. Look at where they're at now. Look at where they've been the last couple of years. My point exactly. Devin Booker has to prove himself. Why? People are cop fans. The media, social media, are coddling these players now and filling their coats with badges and ribbons that they don't deserve and treating them like they have this cascade of accomplishments when they don't. They haven't proven themselves. It blows my mind. We weren't saying that for players back in the day. When Michael Jordan was putting up numbers in the 80s, but getting his ass kicked, people weren't screaming, oh, it's the Chicago Bulls' fault. Oh, get Jordan out of Chicago. He needs more. They weren't saying that. They dug in on Mike. Said he couldn't get it done. Said all the scoring is great. All the I don't want to say theatrics, but all the aerial display and all the beauty and all the acrobatic shots and the dazzling highlights and the scoring and even all that's beautiful, but you're not getting it done, Mike. You're not getting it done. They never gave Mike an out like that. Never. They didn't give Kobe Bryant outs like that. They didn't give Allen Iverson outs like that. They give a lot of these guys outs like that. Magic, Bird, I mean, they came in winning. That was different with Magic and Bird. You can't be 5 years in the league. You can't even be, for me, you can't even be 6 years in the league. Just getting your momentum as a player and inside your career. And then have everybody screaming, get him out of here, get him out of here. He deserves better. What? No. No. It's not how that works. There's a reason these players were drafted high in a lottery because, well, they were drafted by that team because that team was a losing team. So they draft this player to help them climb out of that hole and be a relevant and significant franchise. That takes time. After 3 or 4 years, these players don't get the benefit of people saying, get him out of here. He deserves better. You were drafted by a losing franchise because they believed in the player that you could be and the player that you are to help them move over into new horizons. You have responsibility to do that. And that is a process. You're not going to be making it to NBA Finals in your first couple of years. It's not common. It's ludicrous, man. The mindset of people. The mindset. That's why, listen, if you want to have aneurysms, if you want to be triggered, just get on social media. Get on Instagram, get on Twitter. I guess it's called X now, whatever. Get on whatever, the YouTube comments, YouTube posts people put up, and just look at the absurd posts people put up in the comment sections and these people talking. It's got to be, I'm sure there's people my age. I'm sure there's people younger than me, and I definitely know there's kids out here, 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds, think they know what they're talking about. Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. That's all I got to say about it without being a broken record. Y'all let me know what you think about it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? These are just things that I see as I'm browsing the NBA, avenues across different mediums, et cetera, et cetera. And I gotta call it out when I say it because this is becoming a problem, and I'm seeing it a lot from various different fan bases on various different platforms regarding various different players. I'm seeing it all the time. All right, let me know what you think about it, folks. I appreciate y'all for stepping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and I'm back from my vacation. I got to pump out more content. Got some news coming your way here soon. And I'll catch you on the next one. We out, baby.